1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
My name's Jared Hayden. I was the editor for this project of Bernard during this trimester. So I took on the role as editor, and I didn't realize I had to properly not data wrangle. I knew to do that, but I didn't think of like doing all the metadata until after. So I spent 2 or 3 days wrangling all that together. That was fun. Pretty much after that, I got the rough cut together and then handed off to JJ. Not like I didn't mean to. It's just what happened. And JJ and I just sort of worked together through it.
And you were Bernard on set?
I was Bernard on set. My amazing acting, as you can see here.
How did you perform in Film Studio 2? What did you do well, and where could you improve?
So, what I'm mostly proud of this trimester is my 100% attendance rate. Oh yeah. Woo! What can I say? Being part-time, I have to deal with a whole new cohort every trimester, but these people are pretty cool. Made some good friends. JJ has taught me a lot about Premiere and editing and all these different little technical features, like being able to control your PC at home while I'm on the train and I can just use my phone. Like, that's pretty cool. Going back to the metadata thing, it may have been stressful, and yes, it took me a long time, but it was something that I could just do for like over a couple of hours, being like autopilot through it, which I thought was really fun. I might look at doing that in the future. It might seem like a very boring job to everyone else, but that just means more work jobs for me. Oh yeah. I'm very happy with my learning journal this trimester. Pretty much through my entire course here at SAE, I have been slacking with it a lot. Like, just reflections have been piss poor. Like, especially with the weekly ones, just repetitive, boring stuff. Yeah, I've really put in a lot of effort this trimester for that, so I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I want to improve with number 1, audio editing, and number 2, color grading. Do not look at my anthology; it does not look very good. But audio editing, I've started to work a bit more with this class, so that's been fun to sort of figure out. Again, JJ has helped me through that a lot with different plugins and stuff in Premiere. I want to continue improving on editing outside of my comfort zone, such as editing narrative and drama and thriller and action and whatever, rather than just music videos, little edits for social media, which I find really fun to do. Yeah, I struggled to not be motivated, because this was a fun project to work on, but anything outside my comfort zone I struggled to edit. That's why JJ sort of helped me a lot with it.
Have you progressed towards achieving the goals you've set in week 1 or the new goals set in week 7?
Without looking at my goals right now and remembering what I had, I would say that I'm pretty much getting there. I have fallen back in love with editing and just content creating in general. I am looking forward to creating more stuff outside of just uni, rather than like having to be forced to do it, like with it being a project or just, you know, work or whatever. Coming out of CIM classes where it's just written work and business, and I've gotten back into like actual content creating, editing, being on set. All that stuff's really fun, because not only are you working with some cool people, you're actually making something.
What are the lessons that have resonated with you the most?
Don't underestimate the power of planning. Shooting schedules, have them, or at least a brief outline. Otherwise you'll be a day behind. Actually, no, that wasn't the reason why. It's because our equipment was faulty. Check your equipment before booking it out, or book it out, check it before you drive an hour away from campus where you live from. Make sure you have everything as well. Don't create a slate for yourself, because yes, it works, it's cool, you get the clap and everything, but in post-production it's not as fun. Just because you have to have everything clearly labeled. That's another thing. Do slating properly. I swear to God, if you don't, I'm coming for you. Every production you're on, slate, please. Make sure you're slating properly. Write down, do like just an hour of research. Ask Stefan. He has a full page on how to do it properly, and it is so useful. Please do it. If you're editing, you will be thankful. Moving on. Yeah, so collaborative work is really useful. Like what I was talking about before, I've got JJ to help me with editing, because not only is he very technical, he's also an editor. And because this trimester I wanted to focus on editing outside my comfort zone, I was very happy to have someone that I could like lean back on if I needed help with anything. Yeah, just plan stuff out, check your equipment, and slate. Next question.
Fix it in post.
No, do not fix it. That is a very good point to come back to as well, because not only were we a day behind, our equipment was faulty. We did get that stuff sorted, but our whole story shifted in post-production, because not only we did have a lot of stuff cut out, we had to redo some stuff, which wasn't as big of a deal, but there was some stuff that we didn't think of, like in the set design, like logos and stuff. Supreme.
What direction are you inspired to pursue going forward from here?
Like I spoke about before, just continuing to make stuff outside of uni rather than having to be forced to do something, like have a project that I need to work on in class, or it being a work placement thing. I'm falling back in love with content creation, whether it's just some stuff for Instagram or like a 1-minute anthology series or something like that. Like I'd say I'm back in the mix of things right now, which I'm looking forward to doing later on. Don't just look for work opportunities and uni projects to make yourself. Actually make content. Treat it as an art form. And whenever you have an idea, write it down and start workshopping it as a possible project for later. That's another thing. I've got a bunch of points that I have in my notes, just stuff to do later for each type of social media. So like I've got TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever. And I've just, like, whenever I'm bored, I can go back to them and go, all right, let's look at this idea. Oh, that'll be cool to add to it, add another little point. And then when I eventually want to come to making it, I have all this stuff that I've got already laid out for me. When it comes to filming it, planning it, editing it, whatever. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This trimester's been pretty fun. I'm your host, Jared Hayden. See you next time. Yeah.